Hey, just wanted to do a quick and dirty on how to replace your Tesla window regulator. It's not easy, and I'm not going to go into all the details. I'm just going to give you a brief overview based on what I saw the technician do, based on what I saw in some videos. It's definitely not super easy. If you have a few spare hours, because probably that's what's going to take. If you have never done it before. But it's basically here. So on the door, you start over there, take the rubber thing out. There's a screw thing you gotta unscrew, and then you gotta pop this panel off. You pry it off, and then there's a couple more screws here. Then after that, you pry this entire panel off from the bottom, and then take it up, and then there's a molding right here, the outside molding, this thing right here. You take that off. Once this panel is off, there's gonna be a wire you have to disconnect on the inside, which connects to the switches, and then it gets really complicated. So at that point is when I decided that I want the technician to do it instead of myself. But if you really want to mess with it, it's not like super complicated. It's just going to be time consuming. You got to unscrew pretty much everything. Everything that you're going to see under that panel, you have to unscrew and take off and disconnect. And then on the inside, there's going to be the actual window regulator. Now, something I probably should have mentioned from the very beginning. Most of them, based on what the tech told me, most of them are broken because the cable breaks. Just wear and tear on the cable. I've seen some videos talk about little plastic pieces that may wear out, and there's some company I saw that makes videos saying that they can replace those plastic parts, and yeah, maybe, I'm sure that's good. But just going off of what happened to my regulator, which I'm about to show you, and what happened to most people based on what the technician is telling me, it's the cable, and you can't replace the cable apparently because it's wound on the inside of one of the components, and the component is basically hard pressed, and maybe it's possible to replace it, but I don't know if it's worth it. So the cost for the part itself, for the whole regulator, it's about $150, and cost of labor was about the same, so I was charged about $300 plus tax in California. I don't know if it's same across the board or not, but that's what it cost me. And if I have to replace the whole part, and basically the labor is what I'm saving, I don't know if I want to spend 2-3 hours for $150, even though it's still $150, but just the amount of ass-pain you have to go through to get in there, and then you have to adjust everything. So let me get to the regulator. I'll show you what happened to it. So that's how that whole thing looks. It's on the inside, and you'll see it in other videos that guys put a little more detail into showing you how to get it out. But here's the issue. See this cable? And apparently that happens often on most cars, not just on Teslas. Anyways, yeah, maybe this plastic wheel can break, or that little plastic piece in there. That's what I saw some guy try to sell. I don't know what happened here. Anyways, and this cable, it goes through this part here. So I think that's where the issue is, replacing it somewhere in here. Maybe there's a way to custom mess with it if you want, but for most people that's not going to be the case. So that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too technical on how exactly to get in and replace it on the inside. There's a couple other videos for that, but my recommendation is, if you have $300 to spare, screw it. Don't do it yourself. Save yourself the spare time, and make some money instead. But also, quick suggestion: if you don't know how to reset it, the way to adjust the window through like the computer adjustment thing is right here. So you're supposed to press and hold this down, and then you hold it, like you wait for the window to go all the way down, and you hold it for like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds at least. Like maybe hold it for at least 10 seconds. Then afterwards you press and hold it up, and it goes all the way up, and you keep pressing and holding it. Honestly, I don't remember the sequence. I don't know if you have to start with up and then go down, or vice versa. Either way, the idea is you press and hold it up until it goes up and it stays there for like 10 seconds, and then the same for the down part right afterwards. Afterwards, you basically want to do a single, just press up, and the window's supposed to go up on its own. If it goes up on its own and it closes normally, and it goes down on its own just with one press, then you're good, and you've reset the computer, and the computer has taken the new values for the window height on the upper and lower values. The other thing is, before, if you actually will do this and you want to take the window off, make sure you mark exactly where the window is at. So make sure you have like some kind of marks indicating where the window is on this side as well as on that side, on the outside. So make a mark somewhere here, somewhere here. Also the track, like when the window goes, there's a track already that it made marks on, as well as over here. You can see like where the window closes and opens. Don't completely close the door panel up until you've made all the final adjustments and the window is exactly where it should be. Once the door closes, the window has to go up a little bit, so you will have to do that manually until you adjust it through the window button. I think that's all I have for you on this super exciting video where I'm not really showing you anything. Hope that's helpful. You're welcome to subscribe and like the video. Hopefully you found some use to it. Thank you.